I made 60 pips on CAD Swiss short just in one day using the Forex currency strength indicator tables. Here's how you can too. Welcome back, traders. In yesterday's video, I talked about going short on CAD Swiss in line with the live currency strength indicator tables. You can see I've got them in front of me and they're updating 24/7 every 5 minutes, giving us opportunities to trade the markets in line with what's moving at the moment. That's where a lot of retail traders go wrong in the market. They search through all 28 pairs trying to find something to trade, and when they end up trading something, a lot of the times it's not with any kind of backing. It doesn't have any momentum, and they can sit in these trades for hours and hours on ends without any type of result. Yesterday I managed to get 60 pips out of the market in a very short period of time. I managed to bank early with 20 pips, very short move within sort of an hour or two, and then I let the rest of the market play out and into full target. So you can see here on the currency strength indicator tables, CAD Swiss is the only highlighted currency pairs at the moment, meaning that that potential market could continue lower. What we then do is bring in the technical side of that. Where is price at the time of the signal, and what can we do with that information? Going back to yesterday's information, the reason why I took a position on CAD Swiss is because it featured on the tables on both the trend traders and the day traders table, and when I looked at the chart, it was in a good position to take a short-term move. So if we look at CAD Swiss on the right-hand side, we can see that price came up into the 66.25 handle. It rejected and formed this daily candlestick. Now that daily candlestick was on Tuesday the 2nd of May. I've come into the tables at 9. It showed me that there's a potential for CAD Swiss to go to the downside. So I have to assess what's my best option here. Now, I was looking at the hourly time frame at that particular time, because what I was expecting from price was for price to come down into another area of support. That area of support was the 0.65 handle. That's where I was looking to take my targets, because this was the extreme low. Okay, so that's why I wanted to be involved with price going to that point. So I entered a market order live at this position here. Okay, the reason why I did that was because I could see there was momentum the day before pushing price to the downside, and overnight we just consolidated. Okay, now again, I like to look at the kind of key areas of where price could go to, and that was the area down through there I wanted to target. So my first area of target was actually in and around this area here, because this was where we had a bit of a head and shoulders pattern, with the left shoulder and the right shoulder finding support around about that point. That was around about the 65.25, 0.6525 handle. So I've gone short in and around that level there, very tight stop loss, profited my first target here, and then I've let the trade run to try and see if it will come into the 0.65 handle. Now, a lot of traders would have bailed here, okay, because price is pulling back. However, the tables were still showing me that the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc was the one to watch if I go back to the tables. So I let it run, was confident that it would do that, and it came and hit my main targets, and I'm out the trade now. Okay, so banked about 60 pips of profit. First one was 20 pips. Second trade was 40 pips. Well, actually about 43 pips. So about 63 pips in total in a very short space of time, in just one day. Now, you can interpret the tables and say, well, I want to be looking at this long term. So if I'm holding this position, then I'm actually, seeing price pull back quite aggressively. The thing is, with the technicals, it will show you that you don't want to be holding it past the 0.65. That's why we have to bring these things in with context. Now, another market I want to talk about today is Swiss yen, and we talked about this again. It was our highlighted forex pair yesterday the one to watch, and it was the one to watch because it was highlighted that the Swiss yen was potential for long opportunities. Now, we went and looked at the technicals of Swiss yen. We said Maybe not. Okay, when you look at the Swiss yen chart, we came up into extreme highs of 154. We formed a daily bearish candlestick. That to me suggests that the momentum to the upside is no longer with us, and I want to see price come back to an area of support. That area of support being the 151.50 handle. Okay, if I just open this chart up, the 151.50 was derived from this high that formed back in September of 2022. Now price is back into the support area. What do I need to wait for? I need to wait for a confirmed signal. So if I just pull that back into here, let me just bring that back on. I want to wait for a confirmed signal. I've got a pre-signal. The pre-signal is the Swiss franc is S2. On the day traders, trend traders, it is S1. The yen is on the W2 side from a long-term perspective. However, you can see it features here as S3 on the day traders chart. That's not what I want to see. I want to see it move from S3 onto here to being into W3 or even W2, even W1 here, to give me a confirmed signal that I can start looking to go long from 151.50 back to the 154. If that doesn't happen, and instead we see the yen continue to get stronger on the day traders, it falls away on the trend traders, comes to the other side of the table, guess what? I'm not looking at that move anymore. That's why you need to use these tables to be able to give you an opportunity of where is price actually moving from. If I just start buying here now, I've got no backing behind me. I've got no momentum behind me, apart from that the Swiss franc is a stronger currency. But so is the yen at the moment. The yen is showing strength. So I don't want to be in two currencies showing strength, because that means that one could potentially either lose out at some point, but ultimately the market's more likely to just kind of stick around. It's, you know, there's no potential movement to come from that potential pair. So that's how you can make 60 pips in one day following the tables. Keep your eyes on Swiss yen. We're waiting for a signal now to appear on the tables for another opportunity. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you did, let me know, and I will speak to you in the next one.